Hi, I'm Peter from Field Archery Uncut, and today I'm going to be looking at some border CV9 limbs. Apparently these are the model one of the hexes. This their proprietary carbon limb, super curve apparently, or almost super curve. These are 29 longs. I've got them on my VPA Vapor 13-inch riser, which would normally make a 58-inch bow, but I had to get a string for a 62-inch bow because of the super curve. So these 29, yeah, just see that there. 29, and I'm assuming, yeah, 70. So yeah, so these are 29 pounds, 28-inch draw length on a 25-inch riser, so 70-inch bow. This is now a 58-inch bow, but with the super curves, string for a 62. Their brace height is 6.5 to 7.25. This is set up for 3 under. Usual, just check. I'll just show you the limbs anyway, because that's what you want to see. They are beautiful. Let me just do it that way, so it's a lot easier. I can see what's going on. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's a pretty bit of carbon. Sometimes whether it focuses. And that is a quite an extreme curve. Not as extreme as their hexes, but anyway. I'm going to check brace height, check poundage, shoot a load of arrows. This is dead on 6.5. They recommend going as low as you possibly can. They have a downloadable PDF document. I think it's about 8 or 9 pages that tells you, if you go through it in a very, very roundabout way, what is the minimum arrow weight, what is this, that and everything else, and all the science. I like shooting off the shelf and just shooting arrows, so we'll just leave it at that. But if you're interested in tuning, and you've got to read that document, it'd be worth it to you. What I did find out, that for a 28-inch draw, long set of limbs, 29, 30 pound bow, whatever it is, I can shoot as light as 225. Then they've got that column that there's a graph which with drop down boxes, and you find out that it's 225. But then then they also quote, they recommend going 10% above that. So yeah, I've got one arrow that's 234, so I'm not going to go. I'm way above their 225. I'm going to shoot one arrow out of it, and it's only a 27-inch draw, which means I think for 27-inch draw you're allowed 215. So I'm 20 grains heavier than their minimum weight anyway. So right, did I check one? Oh, no, I think I checked it. Yeah, it's 6.5. Still 6.5. Hasn't changed. As per usual, I've got my block there at 28. We've got some scales there. So, note. You can see that those limbs unfurl. There we go. Okay, I mentioned these yesterday at 30. Now apparently today they're 31. I'll try that again. Yep, nope. They are very, I mean they're only 30, but these are very, very, very smooth. I think I'm still getting 30. Alright. So 30, 31. So from a 25-inch riser down to a 13, we've got up 2 pounds, which is fantastic. That shows you how smooth they are. Let's get out of the way and just shoot some arrows. As per usual, start with heavy ones. 250 spine, 150 grain insert, 315 grain pole, total weight of 765. £130 ft/s. Right. Now there's no felt vibration, you do see the limbs moving. And apparently you've got to micro tune. I did spend more time than I usually spend with my own bows. Mucking around, moving the twisting the stringing out, twisting the string in, going up from 6.5 up to 7.25, and then back and then back down again. It was better at 6.5. Moving the knocking point up and down. I don't know how much more micro tune you can do shooting off the shelf, but apparently you can. But this is all I can get, and as I say, you can physically see the limbs moving after the shot. Right, but 130 ft/s with a £30 bow, a 765 grain arrow, which is pretty awesome. 250 spine, 250 grain pole, 100 grain insert, so 350 up front, total weight of 648 grains. And 140 ft/s. That's, I think in North America, I'll have to work out the foot-pound of energy and whatever, what have you, momentum, that'd be the word. But that is still very, very impressive. 140 ft/s with a 648 grain arrow. I'm pretty sure in North America you're talking whitetail. Right, 340 spine, 200 grain pole, 150 grain insert, total weight of 606. This is the one I think should be spot on for this. And 144 ft/s. That felt better, there was less vibration in there. Right, another 340 spine. Can't remember what's on there. Anyway, I'll put it in the, what's this? This is total weight of 557. I know it's a 100 grain insert, I can't remember what it was, I think it's a 200. I think it's 300. The last one was 144. And 152. That was stiff. But still 557 grain arrow, 152 ft/s with a £30 bow. Right, 400 spine, 150 grain insert, 200 grain pole, 595. This is what I want. That's 600 grains, and we'll see what that does. Yeah, 146 ft/s, 595 grain arrow. That's pigging fast. And Border do say that they prefer, they design their limbs to shoot heavy arrows. So, there you go. Right, another 400 spine. That's 174. It's 100 grain insert, definitely. And the total weight is 528 grains. Last one was 146. Less vibration. Maybe the string settling in as well. That's 154 ft/s. With a 528 grain arrow. £30 bow. 500 spine. 175 pole, 150, so 325 up front. total weight of 540 grams. Tell you what, that might be your arrow. It's very, very close. 151 feet per second. That's 150 or 175. Again, I'll put it in the description. Total weight, 400 spine, total weight of 528. No, where are we on the 500 spines? I think I just read those out the wrong way around. But again, I'll put the correct ones in the description. This is a 500 spine, 100 grain insert. 493. The last one was 549. This is 493. So 540 grain total weight was 151. This is 493 total weight. Again, 30 pound bow. And 158 feet per second. I'm going to move those out of the way because I'm knocking the shit out of it. 158 feet per second. I'm going to shoot this 500 spine again because I think it was the best arrow so far. 493. Last time we got 158. Yeah, I'm just looking down the knob. I got 158 again. That's a result. So if somebody had ever said to me, oh, you've got a 29, 30 pound bow, what spine arrows would you put? I wouldn't jump to 500 spine arrows, but apparently they work really well. Right, another 500 spine arrow. This is standard insert, so 14 grains where it is. I think it's a 150. This is 362 grains total weight. I think that could be your 3D arrow because that is ever so slightly stiff, and I mean slightly, 3.5 paces, but 176 feet per second with a 30 pound bow and a 360. So what's that? It's over 11. It's nearly 12. It's nearly 12 grains per pound, and 176 feet per second. That is possibly, if you can muck around and get that curve out, the tuning, which. Better man than me to do it because I couldn't do it. So no matter what I did, I was still getting a little bit of a twang. So if you can work that out, then you're laughing. These are the light ones. These are still nowhere near their minimum weight, so you know, keep yourselves to yourselves in the comments. This is the BAT V6, 600 spine, 166. It's 254 grains, so 9 grains per pound. You can hear it. It's 197 feet per second with a 30 pound bow. And incredibly stiff because there's a 600 spine with a very light pole. But 254 grain. Now this arrow, that last one was 254 grain total weight arrow, 197 feet per second with a 30 pound bow. This is a 234 grain total weight arrow. It's 800 spine, but it's only 27 inches, which means I'll be pulling about 26.5. And I think, from memory, if you look in the drop-down box, 28 was 225, and then 27 was 215. So I could go down to 205, 29. This is 234, so I'm way out of their minimum. slower, 196 feet per second, and it didn't like it. But there you go. So that is it's an incredibly fast bow combo. I mean, at the end of the day, bow, you're going to buy the right, unless you buy a border, one of their border risers, the Tempest or whatever they do. So that is the border CV9. I'm going to call them super curves because I don't know what else to call them. Because apparently the hexes are, well, I've seen them. The hexes come around to about there. Mozzies are out. Check them out at border. Beautifully made. But you did. I mean, even at the top end, you can just see there. Yeah, you can see it with the light. That's under the varnish. I don't know what that is, but it is. Put it the right way around. So, make sure I get it right. You're getting a lot of sun just hit at the wrong angle there. That carbon is glorious to look at. It really is. So that's all from Field Archery Uncut. That's the Border CV9 on that stunning VPA Vapor 13-inch riser. That's all from us.